Xtatic first episode. What's going on, my Xtatic family? We're here in beautiful Santa Monica, California, and I'm here with my friend Kevin. We're gonna be asking him a few questions about his fitness journey. So, bro, I'm gonna start with what made you start fitness? What got you into fitness?
What got me into fitness? Let's see. Watching Dragon Ball Z as a kid when I was growing up, watching Goku do the training, watching Krillin train, watching Goku go Super Saiyan was super hype, got so hype, wanted to train to go Super Saiyan one day.
I see.
Woo. Man, Dragon Ball Z, that's where it was at. Watching it as a kid, my brother got a Bowflex. We were training in the backyard for a while. I was like 15, 16. We get all our friends over, have training sessions in the backyard with the Bowflex, watch some Dragon Ball Z. Man.
So was it martial arts? Was it weightlifting? Was it bodyweight training? What was your first way of working out?
I just wanted to look like Goku, honestly. I just wanted to be big. I wanted the muscles. I wanted to be able to flex. That's what it was. That's what it really was about. Back when I was originally starting, it was all about gaining muscle. I didn't know about calisthenics. I didn't know about anything. All I knew is that Goku had muscle. I wanted to look like Goku. That's all I knew back then.
Okay, that's what's up. Okay, bro. So with that being said, when did you start working out? At what age?
What age? I was about 15 when I started getting into bodybuilding. We'd go out into the backyard at the Bowflex. About 15 to 17, it was just bodybuilding, doing the Bowflex, trying to get bigger. Wasn't having too many results, got a little discouraged, wasn't getting as big as I wanted. So I kind of chilled for a while, started getting into meditation, started getting more into the spiritual aspects of things. I was thinking about going into mixed martial arts. I wanted to learn Kung Fu. That's what got me into meditation to begin with. I got into peacefulness through wanting to create violence, ironically enough.
Okay.
So started meditating more often, became a little bit more zen. And then I found videos of parkour, people jumping off roofs and doing flips and shit. I was like, what the fuck is this? So naturally I had to get into some parkour and freerunning, learn how to start doing those flips. So around 17, started getting into flips. Around 18, I started to get pretty decent at it, going to an open gym every once in a while. Started getting flips down, got pretty good. Broke my foot at like 19 or 20 at Tempest.
Okay.
So it kind of put me in a stop right there. I never really got back to that full level again. So instead I moved into calisthenics. I figured if I can be strong, I'm less likely to get injured. If I have better form, if I have better muscle, better technique, everything's going to be safer. So I started getting more into calisthenics, started building strength, building muscle. And now I'm kind of a mix of both. I'm doing some calisthenics and some free running. So it's been about 10 years since I've been training, 11 years on and off.
Okay, that's a pretty good time. That's a pretty long time.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. And so, like as of right now, can you perform any static hold, like front levers, back levers? What's your favorite of those static holds?
Yeah, I would say my back lever is probably my favorite. I can do the full back lever for about 5 seconds on a good day.
Okay.
Front lever, I'm kind of there. I can do the straddle front lever kind of decent. I can do the L-step front lever pretty good.
Okay.
So working up to the front lever, I got the back lever.
What about the handstand?
The handstand.
Do you even handstand?
Do I even handstand? Unfortunately, I don't. Not enough. I need to start training them more often. The consistency is key. I just haven't been consistent with them. Sometimes I can get a good handstand, but really depends on the day. I wish I could do them better. I need to start training them more.
Okay, so you consider yourself more of a dynamic?
More of a dynamic, yeah. If you put me on my hands, I can walk for a good while. But if you want me to stay still, I'm going to struggle. I'm much more of a dynamic type of person. I've always been more mobile, moving around, kind of more like an elf.
Okay.
Kind of jumping here, jumping there, moving around. I've never really been as good at the static holds, which is why I like calisthenics so much. It's always good to challenge yourself. If you're not challenging yourself, you're not growing. So whatever you struggle at the most is what you should be focusing on the most, even if it's not the most fun. Because you're going to grow the best, you're going to become the greatest version of yourself. Perfect. So even though I don't like static holds as much, they're so important to train. Like, if you can do a static hold, you can do a dynamic move of that same set way easier. It's going to help so much. It really builds those types of time under tension muscles. It's so critical. I'm working on my tucked punch right now, working on the static holds there. So,
wow, that's great stuff, bro. That's great stuff. Consistency is key. Consistency is key.
You just got to stay consistent. If you don't stay consistent, you're not going to get anywhere.
When it comes to food, do you eat any meat? Do you stay vegan? What's your diet consist of?
Yeah, that's a question I get asked a lot. People are really interested in. People think that like you need the meat in order to be strong, but really that's just not what I've experienced. I've tried lots of different diets. I've tried the paleo diet. I've gone through the diets. I've tried all the different things. As a kid, I was really unhealthy. I loved eating cookie dough for breakfast. Like, I've never been the healthy type of person. I love food. I really love food. So going vegan wasn't really an easy thing for me. I did it because I liked the way that I felt when I was eating vegan. Like, having a Beyond Meat burger makes me feel better than having a normal beef burger. It makes my body feel lighter. I don't feel as heavy. I don't get as much of the congestion or anything. I feel better. I feel lighter. And honestly, it comes down to the microbiome. You have a living ecosystem within you. Like, there's more cells in your body that don't have your DNA than those that do. It's your microbiome. It's what's living inside of you. So your diet feeds that microbiome. And when you have more of that meat-based diet, you're getting more acidic loving microbes. You're getting a microbiome that loves that type of food. And from my experience, that doesn't help me become a better athlete. I perform better when I feel better, when my microbiome is in a more wholesome state. And for me, at least, that comes from having a vegan diet. So that's kind of why I say with veganism, I've tried other diets, but it's just really what works best for me as an athlete.
Absolutely. I mean, adding to what you said, I have tried a vegan, diet, and I do feel lighter. I feel more energetic.
Yeah.
I feel more alert. And I just need to implement it more into my life because I do like fish and stuff like that. But I'm gonna, keep working towards it.
Yeah.
So hopefully one day be a, 100% vegan and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, everyone's on their own path. It's what you do is completely fine. It's up to you. I'm just doing what I feel is best for me as an athlete. So
correct. And do you feel stronger? Like,
I definitely feel stronger, but with a vegan diet, people always bring up protein, and protein is a little bit of an issue, but it's not as big of an issue as you think it is. Just 2 days ago, I had 85 grams of protein in one meal. 85 grams of protein. And I'm not having any trouble getting my protein.
And that's 100% vegan, right?
100% vegan. 2 Beyond Meat burgers with some high quality, high protein bread. Some of the vegan cheese, which doesn't really have protein, but you add everything together. You go for like the protein alternatives, like the Beyond Meat burger, 20 grams of protein per patty. Once you know what to look for, you don't really have that hard of a time getting the protein.
Okay.
And when you do get it, I feel like because the microbiome has been constructed to go only for plant-based foods, it knows how to break those foods down really, really well and get all of your nutrients from it. Whereas when you have more of a varied diet and you have a varied microbiome, it's not as honed in for breaking down one type of food.
I see.
So I feel like because I've been doing it for so long, because I've been eating the same types of foods, the same types of proteins for so long, my body's really good at breaking it down and utilizing it. I never really feel like anything's going to waste when I consume food anymore. Whereas before, if I had 80 grams of protein in one meal, I feel like my body wasn't getting all of it. I was losing some of it through the process. So I feel like being consistent with your diet, letting your body adjust to one type of diet, no matter what it is going to be beneficial. And for me, that just happens to be veganism.
I see. Yeah, I see a lot of people just completely, just black labeling that vegan mentality, but you have to give it a try.
You have to.
Before you criticize something.
Every body is unique. There's so much complexity within the body. Like, there's a galaxy within every one of us in complexity. The human body is more complex than the galaxy is. And there's so many intricate interactions. Unless you try something, you don't know how your body's going to respond to it. Everybody responds differently. Right.
We're all different. We have different body types, different organisms, but at the end of the day, it's just being open-minded enough to give it a chance and try how you feel, see how you feel. If you don't like it, that's fine. You can go back to your original self. But
exactly.
I like the way you're thinking. So that's what's up. You've been training for 10 years.
Over 10 years.
10 years, right? So what are you doing now? What's your main goal right now?
So it's been a long journey. And I kind of realized that I've never really been fully challenged. I've never really pushed myself to my limits. I've always kind of done what is the most hype, but never what's the hardest. I've never trained myself mentally with my physical training.
I see.
So I feel like I need to take the next step. I need to push further beyond. And the only way to grow is to break yourself down. So I figure the best way to break myself down is to do the type of training that nobody has been able to do successfully with no breaks. The One Punch Man training. 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run every day for 60 days. 60-day One Punch Man challenge. That's where it's coming up to. So starting August 21st, I'm going to start doing the training. Every day that I fail, every day that I have to stop, I start back at day 0.
Okay.
So until I complete 60 full days with no rest, the challenge is not complete.
Wow, that sounds pretty intense. So, where did you learn about this challenge? Was it a YouTube video that you see that, and what made you start this?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah. So what got me into it? I watched One Punch Man. It was one of my favorite animes. Really highly rated. If you watch anime and you haven't seen One Punch Man, you should check it out. It's really good. It's high quality. So the main character, Saitama, that's the training that he did to become the One Punch Man and be able to defeat enemies with one punch. So the training sounds ridiculous. I mean, the human body needs rest. If you're trying to get stronger, don't do this training. This is to break your mental limitations. This is to help me grow as an individual. This is to help me grow past my limits. But it's not the best way to get strong. So I saw people on YouTube doing it, and the whole thing about Saitama, he said no rest days, and he said no AC. People don't understand what the AC part was about. Like, why would air conditioning matter with strength? It's not about the strength, it's about breaking those mental limitations. It's about breaking yourself down to build yourself back up. So when people are doing this challenge, the One Punch Man challenge, if you're taking rest days, you're not doing the challenge how it's supposed to be. You're not breaking those mental limitations. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on. I want to be able to train myself so hard that I just feel broken and defeated.
I see.
And push myself to keep pushing past that in order to do things that I didn't think I could physically do.
I see. Wow, that's a pretty strong, statement that you want to show. So with that being said, what would be the message that you want to show people through your fitness journey? Like, what do you want to, as a person, what do you want to tell people?
Yeah, for sure.
You want to inspire people? What's your main purpose?
Yeah, so I've always been really into science, into spirituality, kind of knowledge in general. And I've come over the years, the human body is so complex, there's so much going on. People are more powerful than they realize. The human body is a much more powerful tool than most people would even believe. The placebo effect is scientifically proven to work. And in fact, for any drug to pass an FDA study to be doing what it says it does, it just needs to pass the double-blind study against the placebo effect. That's how strong it is. The placebo effect is strong enough that that's the only thing that measures whether a drug gets passed or not by the FDA. So if you can heal your body through your thoughts, just imagine what you can do once you've trained your mind, once you free your mind. People watch The Matrix and they think it's kind of like just a sci-fi, but there's a lot of real truth to it. We've been hearing for thousands of years gurus talking about these types of things, about the placebo effect, and for the longest time, science criticized it. We didn't believe it until the science proved it. So we have these age-old concepts being proven today by science.
I see.
So the way I see it, the message I want to give to everybody is that the human body is you are more powerful than you could ever realize. And if we all realize how powerful we are, we can change the world for the better.
Wow.
Through activating your own power, by taking back your power, you can shape the world however you want. If you want a more peaceful, a more harmonious world, by learning to tap into your own power, you can make that change happen. So that's kind of what I want. I want to give people their power back. I want to show them what they're capable of by showing them what I'm capable of.
Wow, strong words, man. And I appreciate your positivity and inspiration that you're giving the fitness community in general. And I appreciate you, coming in here and giving us this interview.
Yeah, definitely.
And hopefully we can link up again and hit a workout, parkour, whatever. And I'm open, to anything. So I'll see you back again. And thank you for showing up. All right.
Yeah, definitely.